Hi guys, and welcome to my Twisted and Taboo readathon reading vlog. Okay, so obviously I'm going to be doing this reading vlog for the readathon that all of the booktubers that I list down below in the description box did. I'm super excited for this readathon because it's like Twisted and Taboo, so it's mostly dark romance and I'm here for it. I'm ready. Also, my pupils are so small because I was just standing by the window and my pelitos. But anyways, let me fix the first book that I'm reading for this reading vlog is Give Me a Reason by A.L. Jackson. I am past the 50% mark, I believe. I am pretty positive I might be in the 60% and I'm loving it so far. I love A.L. Jackson's writing. The pacing / transitions are a little iffy. It's giving me very 4-star feel, but for it to be my first A.L. Jackson book, I'm really surprised with the writing. You know, it gives me kind of like this lyrical, like just hits home, like very emotional writing, and it kind of like a little bit reminds me of Gianna Darling writing, because with Gianna, like you feel all the emotions and it's just so perfect. I am reading that book and it is a single dad romance. He used to be in a biker gang, but he is no longer because he's trying to give his son a better life, and his son is so cute. He really is. I think he's very, like, A.L. Jackson gave him a very childlike personality, maybe a little too much. I've never met a kid that was like that in this book, so it's kind of giving like a little bit fake, but I love him regardless. He's so cute, and you know, I love me a single dad romance, I'm not gonna lie. I do love the heroine. What is her name? What is her name? The hero's name is Trent. Oh, okay, so the hero's name is Trent, but it gives me very weird vibes because I used to go to school with somebody named Trent, and I don't know why, but every time I hear that name, it makes me think of him, so it's just like, but it's not like that with other names, so I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, his name is Trent, and the main heroine's name is, what the fuck is her name? I can't remember her name, but there is something that I absolutely love in this book, and it's that the hero calls her kitten. Bitch, I live for that. I live for that. I eat that shit up. There is a lot of grief in this book. There's a lot of death. The main heroine does have a tragic past. I mean, and so does the hero, and I think that's where they bond. They have this almost like instant attraction, instant love, instant connection. I didn't mind it because I think that they didn't get that together that fast, because the hero was like, I can't be the person that you want me to be, and she's like, I don't know if I can handle your past. That's another thing that I don't know if I liked about the heroine, because he would tell her about his past, and she was like super scared. I don't know, like I really wish that she would have reassured him and been like, it's okay, because it's not like he wanted to do the bad things that he does. It's just the way that he grew up and the circumstances that he went through that made him the person that he is now. She's like, well, fuck she's like, fuck your past, you are the man that you are now and then moving forward, which is accurate, but it's almost like she's disregarding his past. Like, I'm just not gonna think about all the bad shit you did in your past so I can be with you now. She's like not truly accepting it, or that's the vibe that I'm getting. The smut is really good. It's not descriptive. It's more like, yeah, okay, yeah, they're having sex, like, you know, they're having sex, but it's more like emotional sex, if that makes sense. It's a very emotional book, but I think it's crossing things off on my bingo board, so yeah, I need to make sure I keep that up to date because then I'll forget. But I most definitely, I believe I'm going to be finishing this book today, so hopefully I can come back today and also update you guys on my rating. I'm not sure what else could possibly happen, but you know what? Trent has some brothers and I would really like to read their stories. That's all I'm saying. Also, our heroine, she's one of those very like goody two-shoes. She's also his son's teacher, which I love, low-key, I really do. And I love the heroine. I'm not saying that the heroine is bad. I really do like her. And yeah, if I can think of something else that I want to say, I'll write it down in my notes and then let you guys know later. But that's all that I have for now. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this vlog. Stay tuned. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hi guys, so I'm here with an update on Give Me a Reason. I actually finished the book and I ended up giving it a 4-star. Okay, at some point while I was reading this book, I was thinking maybe like a 3.5 and rounded up to a 4 on Goodreads because the middle was just not hitting, or I don't know if I was just like in a slump and it was just difficult for me to read. But okay, so I ended up giving it a 4-star by the end of the book because by the end I was like shook. I was like plot twist after plot twist. I was like, no way. I was not expecting what it was gonna happen. I was shook. So the ending made me give it a 4-star. Like 4-star period. It was really good. Okay, so it was basically an MC romance, and I guess it could count for the daddy one too because he is a single father. I mean, she doesn't call him daddy, which I don't know if that was what the prompt was for, like whether it was for like the daddy kink or if it was like daddy as in like he has a kid, but I'm taking it as he had a kid, okay? Because she does not call him daddy. She calls her dad daddy, and I'm just like, do all small town people call their fathers that? Because anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know what else. There was a couple of things why it wasn't a 5-star for me. First off, I know I said that I compared her writing to Gianna Darling, but I take that back. I don't know why I said that. I feel like Gianna Darling's writing is just top tier for me. I think I compared them because both Gianna and A.L. Jackson are like emotional writers. But the thing with A.L. Jackson is that her writing gets repetitive. Like, we get it. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I was reading it physically, it would have been different. I don't know. Or like maybe if I was feeling some type of way, no sé, okay, I don't know. It did take me like 4 days to read this, which this book should have taken me like 2 days to read, to be honest with you. So yeah, it got difficult towards the middle for me to like pick it up and continue to read. Like I could have left this book and not gone back for a minute, but since I was doing this vlog, I was like, no, I need to sit down and finish this book. I am wanting to continue the series because this series is about brothers, and I do want to know about Judd's story. I want his HEA. But yeah, okay, anyways, and when I looked back, this book is 418 pages. I didn't realize how long this book was. But yeah, I think if we would have cut out some of the like repetitive writing, this could have been a 5-star for me. I also wish that the spicy scenes were more descriptive, because with her sex scenes, it was like you knew what they were doing, but it was a lot of like, oh, he touched me and it was like fire, and our souls, I could feel our souls connecting and melding, and not me fucking cracking up. No, it was giving very much that, and it wasn't giving like, you know, WAP. I wasn't giving none of that, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. I think the last half of the book really pulled through. I do feel like the last, maybe like the last 10%, maybe 20%, that's when all the action and plot twists happened. And then, because I feel like when I was 60 to 70%, I was just kind of like, can we like get going? Like, can we get to a conclusion? Like, I was ready to be done with the book, and then the rest of the book happened, and I was like, I need to finish this. Like, I couldn't stop reading. Once we got to a certain point, I was like, plot twist, and I had to sit down and finish the book. That's what brought it up to a 4 for me. But I'm done talking about that one, or else this video is gonna be so long. Moving on, I ended up picking up Forbidden Obsession by Regina Wade. This is the one that was chosen for everyone to read for this readathon. I enjoyed it for what it was. I read it right after I read Give Me a Reason. It's a novella. It's like 91 pages, 81 pages, something like that. I literally finished it real quick, same day. So this is a stalker romance, so it fits on that bingo card, and I also put it for my age gap. I can't remember what the ages were for Give Me a Reason, so I couldn't put it for that one, but for Give Me a Reason, I put it for MC and Daddy, and for Forbidden Obsession, I put it for age gap and stalker. Yeah, because he's a stalker. He stalks our heroine, who is a curvy girl yoga instructor, and he has been stalking her for like about a month because he's a PI. He had this job about the yoga studio's owner, this whole thing. But the minute that he sees her, he's like obsessed with her, and he has like this whole ass basement with pictures of her, and she just like gets so turned on by it, and they end up fucking in the basement. It's great. It's a good time for what it was. I gave it 3 stars. I don't know if I said that. But I also, one of the things that I didn't like, I wish it would have been like kept out. He kept saying that he could have been her father because of the age gap. And she was like, I don't need a father, I need a daddy. And I was like, but the thing with that was that, like, you know what, with the daddy kink, like, I can read it, like, something, like, I can read it, but it kind of makes me cringe sometimes. Most of the time, it makes me cringe, but, like, I can read it. I don't mind it. Sometimes it's hot. Sometimes it's like, no, I can't do it. But in this one, I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna have the daddy kink in here, then have the daddy kink. But after that interaction happened, she never again calls him daddy in either aspect, like, real life and, like, in bed. And I'm like, so why did you have to put that in the book? Like, you could have not said that. I mean, I was still giving the book 3 stars because, I don't know, novellas are hard to rate. And, like, I think there was, like, 2 parts where he was like, I could have been her father. And I'm like, but, like, why do you have to say that? That's all I have to say. To each their own. So, yeah, I finished that. And now I'm going to read Savage Hearts by J.T. Geissinger. I was having a tough time choosing what my next book was going to be, but I think this is a good choice. Savage Hearts by J.T. Geissinger. The thing is with this though, the main character's name is Riley, and then the guy's name is, I'm confused. Oh, we got all types of perspectives in here. I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, because look, like, what is going on? So, you can't even see. So we have Riley, and then we have Cage, and then we have Riley, Mal, and then we have Declan in one of these. I know we have Declan. I'm like, so why? But anyways, what I wanted to say is that I'm reading Savage Hearts now. I mean, I actually haven't even read it. Like, I read the first paragraph and then I went to sleep. But who is Riley? I can't remember Riley from the first book or the second book. And who is Mal? Because I can't remember Mal either. I don't think he was in the first or second book either. Why is Cage? Who is Cage? Is Cage the guy in the first book? Okay, so I know Declan is from Carnal Urges. I know Cage is from Ruthless Creatures. Cage? I thought his name was Cade. Girl. Anyways, I think that's what it is. I think Cage is from the first book, Ruthless Creatures, and then Declan is from the second book, Carnal Urges. So who the fuck is Mal and who the fuck is Riley? But yeah, so I don't know what's happening, but I probably should read at least a chapter before I'm over here ranting like I'm confused. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here, update you guys on Give Me a Reason, update you guys on Forbidden Obsession, and update you guys that I'm currently reading Savage Hearts. The bingo boxes that I am using Savage Hearts for, I believe, are for Mafia, Captor Captive, and I think that's it. So crossing off 2 of them for Savage Hearts, and hopefully I can get quite a bit read today and finish it by tomorrow. I already know that this reading vlog is gonna go past the readathon days because I'm so behind. I didn't get to read this weekend because I was quite busy. I was a lot busier than I thought I was gonna be, but that's fine. I'm still doing this readathon and I'm still enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of books read, so I will update you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I just got to chapter 3 and I wanted to come back on here and like let you guys know that Riley is Sloane's sister. And like, I didn't know. I knew that she had a sister in Carnal Urges, but I didn't like remember her name if it was said in the book. But yeah, that's who Riley is. It's Sloane's sister. And Malik, Malik. What sounds more Russian? Malik or Malik? It's probably Malik, but I guess Mal for short, because that's what his chapters are. It says Mal on his chapters. But oh my gosh, like I am loving this so far, and I'm only on chapter 3. I've already laughed multiple times. Like I just love the characters and the banter back and forth. Like JT Geissinger, she knows how to do that. Like I love her writing, like I absolutely do, and it's just so entertaining. It is just so funny. Like I feel so good when I'm reading her books. Malik, he is from Russia and he came over to the US. So he is from the Bratva Mafia. Bratva Mafia? I should probably Google that. But he's from the Bratva and Cage is from the Russian Mafia. He went to the US to get information about Declan, which is Sloane's fiance. Okay, Declan. Yes. Yeah, Declan, he is from Cardinal Urges, and he went to Cage to get information about Declan because Mal wants to kill Declan because Declan killed his brother Mikhail. That's the basis of the book. Basically, Mal is probably gonna kidnap Riley at this wedding. I am so excited. I just want to keep on reading, but I'm gonna pause for now and I will be back and update you guys maybe at the 50% mark or when I have an interesting thought, and I will let you guys know. But I am loving it so far, but I'm only on chapter 3, but I don't see where this book could go wrong. Hi guys, so I'm here to do an update on this vlog. I just finished Savage Hearts by JT Geissinger and I'm giving it 5 stars. It has to be 5 stars. It was so good. Like it had me laughing from the beginning. JT Geissinger just knows how to do banter. Like the back and forth conversations, like they're just great. I love the girl friendships, the family friendships. I like the banter between Cage and Declan and Mal. Just everything about it, the vibes were immaculate. I loved Malik. Absolutely going on my book boyfriend list. Like he could do no wrong. All of JT Geissinger's men like are top tier. I really loved Riley as well. I liked how she ended up finding a home for herself. I feel like in the beginning of the book, she was kind of floating in the wind. She was insecure and she held this kind of resentment towards her older sister Sloane. But throughout it, her experience and what she went through, she just grew into her own person and just became this like bad bitch. And I was just like, you know what? Love to see it. I love to see it. There's a lot of action happening, especially in the beginning. Like you get to see the intensity of Mal and like how he got his name in the Bratva. The fact that he can like fucking sneak in and out whenever he pleases, and the whole mix up in the beginning of identities, the white rose, and just the sweetness of this man despite the fact of what he does for his job. The caretaking scenes, the bath scenes, girl. It had me. I was eating that shit up. I don't know, like it's just everything was just amazing. This smut was chef's kiss. You guys already know JT Geissinger, she just knows how to do it, and it's so good because it's not like instant, you know, like she builds it up in the beginning when they kind of don't know each other, and then something happens where it's not sexual anymore. It's more like caretaking and just caring for one another. And then obviously there's still that chemistry and that tension and that angst, and you just want them to be together. But I thought that JT Geissinger, the way that she set up this book was phenomenal. It was so good. The third act breakup was just kind of childish for me, and I feel like Mal didn't grovel enough, or like it was resolved very quickly. I was just like, why did he do this? And then she was like alone for like 3 weeks, and then he like comes back and doesn't explain to her why, you know what I mean? That was a little bit like but it wasn't enough to deter me from loving this book and giving it 5 stars. There was also the whole spider situation. I know the next book in the series is about spider, but like I just felt like it was so unnecessary, and the way that he was portrayed in this book doesn't make me want to read his story. And I just like, what for what? Like he didn't even know her. Okay, so she makes him blush and he doesn't fucking blush, like, so he automatically falls in love with her. Like I just don't understand why he felt the way that he did, and then he did the things that he did. I just didn't like those characteristics in him to then like want to jump into his story. Like I didn't feel bad for him. I just kind of felt more like the ick. Like, get it together, man. Like, you didn't even know her. She was clearly in love with Mal. Like, why did you even insert yourself into this situation? So yeah, I just didn't like that. I don't know when I'm gonna be picking up the next book because of this, but anyways, this was like so good. I am going to see about if I want to read another book for this vlog, or if I want to just end it here, because it's already Wednesday the 21st and this readathon ended on the 19th, so I'm already past it. So why make it even more? I think this just Savage Hearts might just be my final book for this readathon. I will put the bingo board up here on the screen so you guys can see what I ended up filling in, what I ended up reading. Hopefully this was a great vlog for you guys to watch. Let me know down below if you read any of the books that I've read in this vlog. Whatever you want to comment, I'm here for it. I'll read it, I'll like it, I'll heart it, and I'll reply. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.